Hey guys, Cody Barton here. Welcome to my channel. And I want to share with you something that's super important for you to have in your real estate investing business. And that is a CRM. Now, you might be thinking, what the heck is a CRM? It's your customer relationship management tool. So what does that really mean? Your CRM is something that you're going to be able to utilize in your business to organize your leads, put proper follow-up behind those leads, create some automated flows to follow up with the leads within your business as well, and then also tracking those for once you get a deal under contract to then managing that down to a successful close of escrow. So why do you need a CRM? Well, the biggest reason that you need a CRM is for you to be able to keep things organized and for you to be able to scale. Let me tell you, Excel sheets and Google Sheets, that will only take you so far. If you're just getting started in your real estate investing business and you maybe aren't generating more than a few leads a week, Excel and Google Sheets might be okay for you now, but you're going to want to graduate to a CRM as quickly as possible. And so, when do you know it's the right time? Well, when you start realizing that you're falling behind on leads, you're falling behind on your follow-ups, and that's really about the right time to do that. And so what I wanted to do in this video is I asked my developer, his name is Jet. He developed our CRM called BombCRM.com. He put that all together, and I asked him to do an in-depth demo so that you can be able to take a look at that and understand, hey, what does a functioning CRM look like? What are all the pieces and functionalities of a working CRM? So we're gonna go ahead and jump over to that. If you do have any questions about the CRM or whether or not you think you need one in your business at this point, make sure to put those comments below. Happy to get any of those questions that you might have answered for you. And as always, help me out, guys. I'm trying to work on this YouTube algorithm to continue to grow the channel, to bring more and more value to you guys. So make sure to smash that like button, hit the notification bell. All right, let's get into the demo.
I want to start off by how leads are getting into your system. So a lot of you guys have different marketing methods, whether it be cold calling or SMS. All of the leads that are coming in are just going to get funneled into this BombCRM here. So if you have your cold callers calling from Call Tools or another platform, we provide integrations for those platforms, and then it'll just get sent into BombCRM. So let me just give you one example right now. And that's going to be from Call Tools. So I have a Call Tools here open, and let's say your callers are on a call. So what it would look for your caller, it would have this screen here. So this would show the leads information, and you can see there's a button down here that we will add for you that says Send to Podio. So after they're on a call, they just leave their notes. Let's say these are testing notes. And so once they have everything here, the notes, you can see that all of this leads information is here. All they have to do is press Send to Podio. So this is going to send them to this blank screen. This means that it works because it sent the information to Podio. So they can just exit out of this. And now if I go here in Podio, you can see right away, there is 2 new notifications. So what happens is the lead gets created and also a property gets created. So we have our properties and our leads that we also call opportunities in 2 separate apps, because properties have information specifically for them, and we don't want to cluster the leads app with that information. So let's click into this lead here now. So you can see I have the name of the lead. The property is here. And this tile here, this little card can be customized for you guys. So you can, let's say right now I have bathrooms, bedrooms. You can have other information here. I don't know if you guys are aware, but currently, previously we had this property, we had Zillow connected, right? So you can see there's a Zillow connection here. This would be automatically populated from Zillow, but due to some changes that Zillow have, they've recently closed off their open API. So this doesn't mean that we can't pull property information. It just means that you would need another sort of provider, such as PropStream or something like that, that we can integrate for you. And then you can have all of this information be pulled automatically from Zillow. You can see it's already connected with Google Streets. It has the total view link and Zillow link if you want to click into it here. But as of right now, since Zillow's changing API, this will not be populating from Zillow as of right now. So back into the lead. In the Opportunities app, this is where all of your work pretty much will be done. So your acquisitions, will go into your leads, and here is the actual opportunities app. And on the left-hand side, there are views that you can create for your specific business. So this will be separated by qualifier, by acquisition. So let's say John Doe is one of my acquisitions person. He can click this and it'll show him all of the leads that are just assigned to him. So he has his lead here, Scott. And in here, you can pretty much do anything you can imagine. You have the statuses here that'll let you know what stage the lead is in. This action here will allow you to create an offer or delete the record. So if you delete this record, whether this lead has an offer related to it or a transaction or any appointments or anything like that, this will delete all record of this lead, including any offers, any transactions. So this will completely wipe it off of that. If you click delete record, it won't do it right away. It's going to ask for confirmation first. So you can see here, this will completely delete all records of this lead from your workspace. You press confirm and it'll delete it for you. But I'm going to just not do that now. You can see that my testing notes came from Call Tools, and it actually assigned an acquisition person, John Doe. So right now, the system is built on a round robin. So all of your acquisitions people will be assigned leads in order, round robin style. Unless you guys have other ways of doing it, we can just definitely do that for you. You can navigate through your opportunities app here. So you can go to the follow-up section. So here is where you would schedule a follow-up for your lead. So there's a follow-up status, but you don't actually touch this. The system will do that all for you. In order to schedule a follow-up, all you need to do is add a follow-up date. Let's say I want to talk tomorrow at 10 a.m. You add the date there, and be sure to add notes, because you always want to know and remember what you spoke with this lead when you call them back. So let's say he told me to call back tomorrow. You want to be a little more specific than that, but for this case, we'll just do this like this. So I'm going to go ahead and just press schedule follow-up now. And the system will automatically assign a task for me because I'm the person that scheduled the follow-up. It'll set the follow-up status to scheduled automatically. It'll take the notes away from here, but it'll add it here in the follow-up history, right? And so every time you schedule a follow-up, it'll be logged here in the follow-up history. And if I scroll up a little bit, you can see that now the status got changed from new lead to follow-up automatically. So you don't have to worry about keeping the statuses up to date. The system will do that for you, right? And let's say something happens and I go in here and I accidentally remove these notes. So what's going to happen actually is the system will change it right back. It's not going to let you do that. It's going to add it right back. So you never want to forget what you wrote, and the system will not let you change that. Down here in the SMS, so this is sort of communications here. So we connect Twilio for you for text messaging. That is an integration that we provide for you. And in order to send out a text message to a lead, all you have to do is write the message here. So you say, hey, hey, you're interested in selling your house, right? So I'm not going to send this right now. I'm going to make sure that I have my phone number before I text this random guy here. So I'm going to put my phone number here. And I'm going to scroll down. And now I can press send SMS. So I press send SMS, and the system will go ahead and send the message, and it'll log that information in the SMS history. So there you go. We have the SMS history. A comment gets selected or gets added here to the lead, and I actually got a message here in my Google Hangouts. So I can now go in here, and this is the message that I just sent. So I can say, yeah, sure. What's your offer? So I sent that message, and what will happen is the message will come back into here. The SMS will get set to reply received. You can see that a task was also assigned for the acquisitions person, Jeff, letting him know that a seller has replied to our text and to follow up with it. And everything you do will be logged here in the SMS history. So you never know what you're going to forget. You're never going to forget what you say to a lead via SMS. And same thing goes here. If you accidentally delete this or something happens, the system will put it right back, and it will not let you delete that. So that's basic SMS. You can go down here and you can send emails, right? So this is actually pretty cool. You can go in here, and this is a relationship field to your emails app. So you can create a new email by pressing create new item. So I'll go here and I'll just create new item. It'll send you to your email templates app. All you have to do is give it a name. So let's say new email, right? The send from is most likely your business name. Also, I see that there's comments. There's comments being written in the Zoom chat, but it's closed for me. I'll get to those after I walk through this, because I might answer them as I'm going here.
I'll answer some of them too as you're going in the chat, just so you can continue going through it, but I'll answer some that are,
okay, perfect. Okay, so moving on. So the send from will be the name that's sending the email. So I'll just say here, let's just say Jets Company. Receive replies at is if a seller replies to the email, the replies will come to this email address. So I'm going to add my email address here. Actually, yeah, I'll do that. And then CC and BCC, self-explanatory. It'll go ahead and just add that to the to the email. So you can add your email subject and email body here. So what's also cool is you have these variables to work with. So if you want to have a personal email, you can use first name or last name and property description. So you can say, hey, first name. Let's make sure we get that correct. Oh, actually, this is subject. Sorry. So let's just say, are you selling? Just keep it very basic right now, just for testing purposes. So I'm going to save this. So now I have this email here selected. I just click out of it now. And now the new email that I created is selected here as an email template. If you want to create, you can just click out of here. Let's say if you want to just have email templates ready and not create one, you can go here to your email template tab and click here. And then here it will show you all of the templates that you have. You can also create new ones by going add template here. So this is the one that we just created, right? So let's say, okay, we'll keep it like that. Just really quickly want to confirm that I have my new property on the contract. Okay, whatever. We can use that. That has a variable. So let's just do new property on the contract. Let's remove this one. And so now we have an email here. And before I do that, I want to make sure that I'm sending it to myself and not this guy. So that's my email. And notice how this email template that I selected, the reply to email is launched at BombCRM.com. So that means when I reply, it'll go to this email. So I can now go here and press send email. And this will give you a notification. It'll give you actually a comment here letting you know when the email gets sent. I'm not sure if it's gonna, okay, so it did go right away. That's perfect. So let's just, while that's going, go ahead and load this real quick. Okay, I'll just move on and I'll show you that. I'll show you that email in a little bit. So now moving on to the autoresponder. So this is one of the coolest features that we have here. You can create templated autoresponders to pretty much automatically reach out to your leads, and you don't have to work it unless somebody actually replies and is interested. So you can create some crazy automations and also set up maybe keywords that if somebody will reply with a certain keyword, it'll do a certain action. So let's go here. I'm going to just go to this other tab, and I'm going to go here to my autoresponder templates. I'll click in here. You can just as easily go here and create a new one, but I'll do it from the app here. So I have these autoresponder templates here, text follow-up, email follow-up, and this is just the one that I created just for a testing purpose. So let's say this is a new auto follow-up, right? So what I want to happen is when I put a lead on this auto follow-up, I want the first action to send the SMS, right? And each action is its own item here. So you can create different actions. Actions can be either SMS, an email, or a ringless voicemail. So this system is actually built and integrated with, it's good to integrate with Sly Broadcast. And so if you have it integrated with Sly Broadcast, all you need to do is just add your login credentials in your administration app, which I'll show later. And then just simply add the name of the audio that you have in Slide Broadcast, and it'll just work. It'll send that audio as a ringless voicemail. So I want to send, hey, this is my first message, right? Let's just keep it very simple. That's my first action here. And I want this action to get sent out right away. And that's why I have action 1 in 0 days. So let's say if I put a lead on this auto follow-up, if I wanted the first text message to go out tomorrow, I would put a 1 here because it would be 1 day after the start, which is tomorrow. But I wanted to go out right away, so I'm going to keep it as a 0 right now. And if I wanted to, I can continue and have up to 10 actions, right? And I can also be creative. I can add, let's say, an email here. An action can consist of more than one thing. So let's say for the first action, I want to send an SMS and also an email. So you can do this as well, but I don't really like doing that because it might overwhelm somebody. But what could be good is, let's say, sending a text message and then sending a ringless voicemail after that. So like at the same time, text message and ringless voicemail, and then you can say, hey, I sent you a message, something like that. So, and what's also cool is now you have the responder actions. So let's say if you want every lead that comes into your system to automatically be put on an autoresponder, you would select this on the autoresponder that you want. And then this responder, whenever a new lead comes in, the system will automatically start it. And then it will automatically start following up with the leads consistently until they reply. And if they reply, it'll get halted. I'm going to leave this as it is right now. So I'm going to go back to my lead here, and I'm going to select my new autoresponder, which is right here, new auto follow-up. Now that I have this selected, I can just go ahead and press start, and then it'll just run it for me. So I have now started the autoresponder, and the system will go ahead and do its thing. It's going to set everything to active, which the sequence is going to be 1. If I refresh my page, just give it a second here. So there's the actual message. So I got the message here. And if I refresh my page and scroll down, you can see that, just give me a second. Right here. So we have the autoresponder actions. It started. The responder status is active. The responder sequence is on 1 because it was the first message that got sent out. This is the message that actually came in. If I open up my Google Hangouts, this is my first message from the autoresponder. And let's say, okay, cool. Stop messaging me. So pretty much I sent a reply to this. And now, well, actually, there was only 1 action. So this autoresponder got completed. And the reply came in. Let's say you had more than 1 action, right? And then a lead replies, but another action is set to send tomorrow. We don't want to keep bothering the guy after they reply. So what happens is if they reply, the system will understand that it's on a follow-up sequence and it'll stop automatically. Okay, so where was I? So as I was saying, if a lead replies and the lead is on an autoresponder, the system will automatically halt the autoresponder and it'll notify you. It'll give a comment here saying autoresponder has been halted for this lead. So that's that. Let's stop this autoresponder here. Okay, so that's that. Scrolling down now, you have your appointment section. So here you can schedule appointments, and this is completely integrated with your Gmail calendar. So if I schedule an appointment, all I have to do is add, let's say I want to see the house at 10 a.m., right? Now that I have a date and time, and just for a little background information, I'll go out here and let me just really quickly show you the team members app. The reason for this is because this appointment is related to that in a way that in your team members app, there are different roles for your team members. So there's acquisitions, qualifiers, dispositions, and then there's an appointment specialist. So right now I have no appointment specialist selected, but whoever is an appointment specialist, all you have to do is just add your members and you would assign them as an appointment specialist. Whoever is the appointment specialist will be the participant in the appointment. So I'm going to go ahead and press schedule appointment now. Okay. I'm not sure what that is, but let's see. Appointment got created here. And it gives you a link here. So I'll just click this and it's going to take you to the appointment. It links the opportunity. It has the property here. Since I had no appointment specialist in my team members app, I do not have a participant here. It has a date and time and location. Whoever is a participant of this appointment will be notified via Gmail. So they'll actually get an email saying, hey, you have an event coming up. Are you going to partake? And you'll say yes, and now you'll get reminders on your calendar about this appointment. And so that's that. If you want to, let's say, add this appointment calendar to any other emails that you have, you can go here to your appointments app. You can go to the wrench and you can say add to calendar here. And then all you'll have to do is say Google Calendar, click the wrench. You can add more emails here. And then once you do that, you'll just say add export, and it'll go ahead and connect that to your Gmail. So now going back to the opportunity, you followed up, he was on an autoresponder. Now you're ready to create an offer for this lead. So actually, just really quickly, I wanted to because I think I skipped over this questionnaire. This is just for the acquisitions to get more information on the property and just gather some stuff about the reason they're selling and stuff like that, asking price, and then pretty much just more information on the property. So if you want to create an offer, you would go here in the actions and you can press create offer. So now I'm going to press create offer, and the system will create an offer item, and it'll let you know that an offer has been created. So it'll say go to offer here. So you'll click this, and this is going to take you right away to your offers app. So now the opportunity is created. You can see that now the status is in follow-up because we created, the status is an offer because we created an offer now. It has a property linked, the offer status is new, it gives a reference number, and this is used for sending out contracts. So in here, you can say your offer amount, inspection days, let's say accepted by Friday, and it's closed next month on the 19th. Okay, and you can also add your title agents. This is a relationship field to your title agents app. So I'll show you that here. We just move this away. So here's your title agents app. In here, you just have basic contact information for your title agencies and the point of contact for that agency. Right now, I have one test agent, John Doe, John's title. Let's just do Main Street. Just give him an address. He has a work, and he has a phone and an email here. Great. So I'm going to select John as my title agent, and here you can add additional terms. And then we have a pre-built contract in here, but you guys, I'm sure you probably have your own contracts that you want to have put in here. Perfectly fine. We have a team of support that'll just integrate your contract in here. So you can create contract right here, and this will generate a PDF of the contract, and it's going to auto-populate all of the information from this app here. So there you go. So it added the file. So it adds a review and an offer. So the difference between the review and an offer is that when you press send offer, an email gets sent out to the lead letting them know what to expect. Normally, we have our clients integrate e-signature platforms such as DocuSign for sending out digital signatures. So this button, what this will do is it'll send the lead an email letting them know what to expect, that they're going to expect an email from DocuSign to sign it. And then it'll have this review of the offer here. This review of the offer is simply the offer. You can see that it has a name, it has the address, it has the dates, the sales price. You scroll down, it has John's title agency here. Just keep going down. The only difference, this would be the additional terms. And the only difference is that here, it does not have place for signature because this will just be attached to the email that sends the offer. And so right now, this is the base system, and it's not integrated with any DocuSign, but this will just, like I said, send an email to the lead and send it for digital signature via DocuSign. And then once the lead signs it, it'll get automatically attached back to this offer as a signed, right? And it'll press this button for you. So it's automatically going to press mark offer signed for you. It's going to give you a notification, obviously, letting you know that it's signed. So let's say that this lead signed, and I'm going to go ahead now and press mark offer signed. So once that's signed, the system is going to congratulate you. It's going to say good job getting a house on the contract, and it creates a transaction and an inventory item. So an inventory item is pretty cool. So I'll click into the transaction now. You can see that the inventory is here linked to the transaction. This is where you create your assignment contract. So down here, it's sort of like the offers app, but here you can link your buyer or your joint venture partner for who's going to be purchasing the property. You can see that the purchase amount gets pulled automatically along with the EMD, and the contract amount. This is a calculation based on the assignment fee. So let's say I want to make 10,000 on this for the assignment fee. The contract amount will get updated, but right now it's acting a little slow, probably due to this Podio downtime. But don't worry, this will say 130,000 in a little bit. It pulls the title agency and everything here. It also attaches the offer, so you know what the actual offer was here. And so here is where you create the assignment. But before you create that assignment, you will actually need to market the property. So in your inventory is where you can market the property. In here, you can have an advertised price. You can have information. This will actually get pulled from the property app, and you can have target buyers. So what's really cool with this workspace is that in your cash buyers app. So let me go here and go to the cash buyers app really quickly. Let me show you now. In a cash buyer, there's a field here that says preferred zip code, right? So every cash buyer can have a preferred zip code here, and if we get a property under contract that is in the zip code that is in the preferred zip code of any cash buyer, that buyer will be automatically found and listed here as a target buyer, right? So this system will automatically figure out which properties are good for the buyers that you have in your system. Right now, this property is not in that zip code, so that's why it didn't get attached. But if it was, my jet buyer, which is this guy, would be added here. So what you can do to market this property is just make sure you have this information here. You can select the buyer, let's say target buyer. You can select a bunch of these buyers, and then you can choose an email template like the one that I have here, new property under contract, and then you can send it to the buyers by pressing send target buyers. This button will send this email to all of the buyers that you have selected here as a target buyer. If you want to select it to any individual email, you just add that email here. Let's say my email, just for example, can't spell. And then you have that email there. And then for this email, you would press send to specified email. So this button will only send it to this email here. You can also add more, right? And that'll also work as well. So now that you have a buyer, you marketed, now you found the buyer, now you can go back to your transaction and create the assignment contract or even a double escrow. So we have a built-in assignment contract here as well. You can add yours as well. And then you can email the assignment. This is also connected with digital signature. And then you pretty much have one deal closed in the pipeline. This will get marked as sold as soon as the assignment gets signed and brought back to the system. But now pretty much now you have one deal as sold. The lead came in from your marketing, from your call tools. And you see that everything is being set as sold now. So now if I go here to my activity page, you can see. So now I can start talking about KPIs, right? So each member has their own KPIs. I'm not sure who the acquisitions was for this lead. I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, I think it was Jeff. So let's go here to Jeff. Was it not Jeff? Or was it John? Okay, it was John. So you can see that John got one cold call lead. He worked on one lead that came in from cold calls. He sent one offer. Out of those one offer, one was signed and one deal closed. So John is great. He's getting 100% closing ratio. And this is individual team statistics, KPIs. Now you also have company KPIs here, which is going to show you, based on the marketing method, how many leads were either in which status and how many got closed. So if you go here, this is your KPI dashboard. And in here, you can see that we have one offer sent, one offer signed, one deal closed, and nothing dead, pretty much. Nothing from direct mail, nothing from SMS, but you can see that the KPIs out of one lead it went completely through the funnel and got this closed. Of course, you can have your own KPIs. You can create different reports in your activity page. That's just a matter of letting our team know what kind of information you want to see, like at a glance here. We have just some basic stuff: the leads today, the follow-ups this week, replies received. But you can go ahead here and press add tile and generate any kind of reports that you would like. Or, like I said, send a support ticket by pressing these links here. You can create a support ticket and ask any questions. You can create a new feature request for something like integrating a new third party or any sort of company that you have to your workspace by creating a new feature request here. You can visit the knowledge base by clicking this link. This will send you to a Loom dashboard that will have a bunch of my videos that'll just explain really short videos on how to use specific things like autoresponders or email templates or just sending out messages. That's going to help you out with these little videos there. You can also watch a complete workspace walkthrough, which is what I just did. It's pretty much what I just went over. It's going to be here if you want to see that. And then if you want to add additional users to the workspace, you have this link here that's going to take you to the additional user checkout page. So that's pretty much the workspace. Other than the administration app, these are for integrations here. We can easily integrate with smartphone, with CallRail, with DocuSign, let's say batch leads. A lot of things that real estate agencies use are very easily integrated here, and we're more than happy to get that done for you. So that's it for this walkthrough. We walked the lead all the way through the funnel. We got a deal closed. So if you guys have any questions, I'll be more than happy to answer them for you.
All right, guys, so I know that was a lot of information that came at you here in the last 20-30 minutes going through everything on Podio and specifically BombCRM. And again, if you do have any questions, feel free to post those in the comments below. Happy to get those answered for you. If this video is helpful for you, let me know as well. If you like seeing the system videos and specific things like this, happy to do more of those, but I don't know unless you tell me in the comments below whether you want to see more videos like this or not. So guys, as always, appreciate you being here, and we'll see you in the next video.